Hi folks, it's Keith Beardsley of the Beardsley Real Estate Team. Here today with a market update for the Metcalfe-Vernon-Carlsbad Springs areas. Now we'll start off by saying we have seen the market basically return to what we would call a normal market in Ottawa. Um, Sales are fewer, sales are harder to get, a little bit slower, but good homes still sell. Things to keep in mind though. For the first time that I've seen, anyways, in the areas that I tend to cover, we're starting to see power of sale homes come on the market. And now this was predicted back about a year ago when the interest rates went up that some of the people would be struggling. And it appears, at least at this point, that may be coming true, but it's still a little bit too early to firm that up. Now, the other thoughts on the market right now, if you're a buyer, don't get carried away with what you're hearing in the news. For one thing, the country, the rural areas, is not always the same as the city. In many cases, we're quite different. And in the country, there's sometimes quite a bit of difference just between individual towns. So don't believe everything you hear out there. And when you're making offers, don't insult the sellers. I mean, that's absolutely silly. I've been seeing even on some of my listings now, lowball offers come in very, very low. Why? What are you trying to achieve? They almost never work. Yet now you've insulted the seller, they're ticked, and now you expect that seller to make a deal with you. Bad move all around. On the selling side, be very, very tough on yourself and very realistic about what you can get for your house. Don't build in a lot of padding and what have you and think the buyer's going to give you that type of money. For one thing, the buyers are in very tight budgets because of the high interest rates. And at the same time, even if a buyer was to buy a house that was way overpriced, the banks now are being very careful and they will almost certainly send an appraiser in to check that value out. And if the appraiser comes back and says, no, your house isn't worth that, there goes your deal anyway. So you may as well do it right, price it properly, keep it close to what you actually hope to get, because in this type of market, no one's going to pay you way over what your house is worth. So let's look at these three communities and see what we're looking at. Metcalfe, 3 sales so far in January. Average price $1,041,000. They have 7 active properties right now in there, so that means it's about 2.3 months supply of homes. So Metcalfe is still in your so-called seller's market. And by the way, that price is not realistic for Metcalfe. That's just because a couple of the new homes that the builder has there went. Vernon, no sales in January, no actives. So not much happening. Vernon's very quiet. Carlsbad Springs, no sales in January, 3 active. That means they have about 1 month supply of homes, so they're still in the seller's market. Now, we're here to answer your questions. We're here to help you out in any way that we can. We do offer a free market evaluation for those of you that need that type of information. I mean, most people, when they go on the market or are thinking about it, need to have a bit of time to think about it. We're happy to do that for you. I also want to point out that we are country agents. That's what we do. We sell country properties, whether it's in the small towns or any of the rural areas, but primarily the rural areas between, roughly a line of North Gore over to Russell Embrun and down through North Dundas, North Grenville, the Kemptville, Winchester areas as well. So that's the area we cover. We focus on country. We're country agents. I'm also a seniors real estate specialist and a seller specialist, so we can help you out in a number of different ways. In the meantime, if you've got questions, you can call or text 613-552-0851, or you can go into our website, www.beardsleyteam.ca. You can email us through there or contact us through there. And while you're there, why not check out some of our many 5-star Google reviews. Keith Beardsley of the Beardsley Real Estate Team, wishing you a great day.